Of gaming, I'm the Archmaster. This is a short one. One of the ways that I get inspiration for, pretty much any idea, um, is through movies, particularly like 80s kind of lame bad fantasy movies. I watch something and I see something that just doesn't make sense, right? Because it's poorly made, right? And then I try to justify why that thing actually does make sense. I try to come up with a reason for why it should make sense. And then I get a cool idea. So, for instance, I was watching a scene where there was this big battle in the end. Like a whole bunch of people were coming together and fighting in this castle. And then lightning just started flashing out of nowhere. Made zero sense. There was never a storm, no rain. It just starts hitting things. The director probably wanted lightning to hit things during combat because it's cool. And I was like, okay, well, that doesn't actually make any sense. But what if it did? Why would lightning be striking everywhere? And I thought, well, what if there's this kind of association magic? If you watched a few previous videos, you know about my association magic, where if one thing is similar to another, then they kind of, connect, right? So lightning is similar to combat. It's like loud and dangerous and like, it's that same type in the same family of concepts. So you have people who are coming together and they're fighting, there's war and death and attacking, and so the lightning is like, ooh, I belong here, so it just starts flashing everywhere, right? You can take this a step further and be like, oh yeah, wildfires, just start like blazing up all over the place, and the ground in a few places just start exploding, right? Like in World War I, where you're running through the battlefield and bombs are hitting, are blowing up all over you, that concept where like because there's combat, because that concept of war and combat and violence is there, you attract and just kind of manifest other forms of violence and combat and danger. So lightning starts striking fire, explosions, your weapons start, catching on fire and flaming and whatnot. The idea is that if you do enough of a thing in an area, you attract that concept. The concept will manifest in various ways, right? And so if you just take that idea of manifesting, that's a super cool idea, but I got that from watching a lame 80s movie that made no sense. Something weird was happening, and I was like, but what if it did make sense? How would that make sense? I tried to justify it and I came up with something, right? So maybe you can use that with your own world building, who knows? Thank you for watching. Feed the algorithm, please. I have a Patreon in the description, and thanks for watching. God bless.